Hello, this is Pete with the Professional Permaculture Designer. I am feeling super juiced up. Just made a bunch of really delicious fruit and veggie juice, fresh pressed. And I am riding the wave. And here we're going to get into some more marketing stuff. I've got a couple mentorship positions open if you're interested in talking more about that and getting a really personal 3-month stretch where we're looking at what your business is doing, where your mindset's at, and how it's either keeping you from doing what you want to do or supporting you, looking at your packaging, your pricing, your sales skills, how you're getting in front of people, and how you're closing sales in an authentic way that feels natural for you. Reach out via PM or comment below if you're interested in that. And today, knowing where to focus your marketing efforts, which is such a huge piece of the energy that you spend on your business, because it really is the activity that is quintessential to, of course, bringing in work and engaging with people, but it's really what shows people who you are, what you stand for, and how you might be able to actually help them. So, do you really know who you want to be working with? Like, really? Do you actually have a clear, crystal clear understanding of who your ideal client is, who you really love working with, and who loves working with you, and who really values your approach, your skills, your expertise, and is interested in investing in that because they see the value that it can bring to them? Who are those people? Do you actually know? And you might be thinking, oh yeah, I know who they are. They're like people that like to grow their own food. It's like, okay, so where are those people? Who are they? What's their background? Do they have a family? Do they not? What do they love to do? What are their hobbies? What's their income level? Why would they want to spend money on a permaculture design? What's in it for them? Because it's not necessarily just about growing food, right? There's probably some deeper reasons why they want to grow their own food, for example. But clarity at the beginning of your marketing efforts and designing your marketing campaign, a flyer, your website, your social media presence, and how that's even branded, the colors, the fonts that you use, the images, it needs to be so aligned with who you are at a core. And the alignment comes from knowing who you are and how that translates to how somebody sees you being the most impactful person that they can work with in their life with this type of work. So having clarity at the start results in such a much deeper clarity once you're actually knee deep in the game. Once you've created some marketing collateral, once you've done some tabling, some events, some workshops, and you're getting out there in the community. Because if your marketing is misaligned and you weren't clear at the beginning about what direction you wanted to take with your marketing, it's going to take that much more work to go from here in the misalignment to where it really needs to be, versus if you had a clear idea, such as, I want to be working with people who are focused on their health and they want to help their family be successful in life, and so we want healthy brains. You're starting here and then shifting over here once you realize, oh, it's actually young mothers who have kids with ADD that really want my help and want to grow fresh food for their kids. You never know. And you might be thinking, well, how many people can there be that fit that criteria that Pete just said? There's a ton of people out there, and there's also offshoots of that, because your messaging for a certain person is going to hit home with others too. But it's only going to hit home with the right people if it's clear from the beginning. So it's really important to do that deep dive and write it out. Write out who you're looking for and then talk it out. Does it feel clear? Can you deliver that message clearly, or are you stumbling over the words? It should feel natural to you. It should be a normal thing for you to be able to have this elevator pitch that you're talking with people about out in the community, or have just a really clear, easy to understand website, for example, or Facebook page. You're never far away from your next sale. So I want you to keep that as a core belief, because it's totally true. First of all, there are people under your nose all the time who you just haven't had the right conversation with about design, how their landscape and connection with nature can help them, or what they're even looking to get out of their yard. I guarantee that there are people right around the block from you who would be interested in what you have to offer if you just find out what they're even looking for. But also just knowing who you're most interested in working with is going to help you pinpoint who those people even are and be able to recognize them when they come up on a daily basis, but also when you meet new people, you can see that this is that type of person that I want to invest some time with and get to know. They might be somebody who could really benefit from this and help me take my business to the next level as I help them get what they want out of their yard. So the next sale is right around the corner, and it comes down to being really clear and being very clear in how you communicate what you do to people. Because it's not just about knowing who you want to work with, that the knowing who you want to work with translates into how you communicate that. And communicating it in a straightforward way is always going to be better than trying to be kind of sneaky and markety and getting into people's heads. Because it just doesn't work that way anymore. That was like a 1950s sales approach. The sales approach today is being yourself, being interested in what people are doing, asking them about themselves, and bringing that conversation back to, how they can interact in a deeper way with their own landscape. So, focusing your marketing efforts on just the initial clarity is going to make the biggest difference for you, rather than trying to rush things and getting the word out before you're really clear about stuff. Because once you actually are getting some exposure with your business, you want to make sure it's on point versus changing it around and being confusing. So let me know if any of this stands out to you. And if you'd like to talk further about some pieces of it, leave a comment below. If you'd like to work together in mentorship, if you'd like to at least explore the idea, we can set up a one-to-one call. Send me a PM or leave a comment below, and we can actually create this clarity for you in a tailored way and look at where you're coming from, where you want to go, and what type of marketing messaging is going to actually represent you in the clearest way and help people understand most quickly what you're looking to do with them. Talk to you guys later. Bye.